now we have something else for you guys because we've got all of the commander decks. So there's 4 in total. Mabel isn't one of them, interestingly enough. We've got the animated army, so that's the that's red, green. That's the raccoon faction. We've got blue, red, white. Family Matters, that is the crane faction, I suppose.
Then we have Scroll Away, the black and green one, and then my most precious, the rabbit one, the Peace Offering, which is green, white, and
it's
blue.
called Group Hug.
So let's see, and it always includes 1 collector booster sample pack and 3 legendary traditional
3,
foils.
that's new because usually you only get 2. Okay.
So I'm curious what we'll have with that. Do you want to start?
Okay, so we're gonna go with the Family Matters. So that's a barred bird, obviously a barred bird. Is there? Yes, there is something.
There's something to rip on the bottom.
Yeah, it won't rip. Doesn't work. Cry, cry. It does. Patience. Okay, here we are. Okay. Zinnia. So this is basically, the commander is called Zinnia, Valley's Voice. The jovial troubadour Zinnia crashed literally into Three Tree City and has delighted denizens ever since. But they're silent on their mysterious past. Okay, they are silent, so. I can do this. Okay, so we've got tokens again at the back, and here we come with the cards. Okay.
And the paper as usual.
Oh, that's the rules. Okay, so. Yeah. I'm going to put this to the side because there's just so much artwork that I'm kind of like... Okay, and this is full art Zinnia as the... so basically information again, and the information about Zinnia. Rumors say Zinnia is a noble from a far-off land, one of opulent birdfolk royalty and elite soldiers who guard them. This rumor intensified after the calamitous arrival of the Stormhawk, where Zinnia revealed their prowess in graceful flight and combat. With sharp, decisive moves befitting a veteran Plume Creed soldier, Zinnia led a dazzling rescue effort to move animal folk living in a border village out of harm's way, distracting the Stormhawk and outracing it. From this triumph, Zinnia is lovingly nicknamed the Sovereign of Life, and it's considered good luck to have Zinnia perform for ceremonies such as weddings and baby showers. Okay, this is. I mean, just alt art Zinnia. I mean, even
and then they're just
and some
explaining how you play a commander. Then, but
congratulations, it's a 1/1. Okay, but it's interesting because they also tell you how to play not only commander but this specific deck, and I will read this. So we're gonna put this to the side, keep it, and we're gonna take a look at. So this goes in the trash. We're gonna look at this. Oh, okay, I get it. This is the box. Oh, and there is the sample. So basically, whenever you get a commander, do you know what they don't give you this time around is a life counter? Usually you get the 40 life counter. We didn't get it this time.
No, it was also not noted.
Yeah, it wasn't noted. Yeah, because in the olden days you got a wheel kind of life
like
counter
a paper
thingy.
wheel.
Yeah. Which is sturdy and maybe yeah. So this is a sample, so they will probably only contain 2 cards, but it gives you kind of like a little bit of a taster of what the collector booster contains for people who haven't seen them. This is just basically.
There we have the box.
Oh, Coiling Rebirth, we haven't seen this one at all. And Dewdrop Cure, also we haven't seen this one at all.
Oh, that's very cute.
And again, you can kind of see, okay, you get a foil.
Yeah.
Which really pops.
And a full
and you
art
get a
one.
full art, so it gives you a taster for what's in these cards, so that's really good. We'll put this over here. Now let's take a look at the, a new soldier card.
Oh, that's a good one. Somewhere there should be a thing to pull it open, at least I hope
Yes.
so.
There should, because I can see the thing. Come here. Oops. Yeah, and there it failed. I failed.
No, it often fails. I just rip it apart then bit by bit. Okay, and in the garbage. Go in the garbage pile.
I should be doing the garbage because I play the raccoons.
That's true. That's true.
So let's take a look at the because you get double-sided tokens with it. So we're just going to zoom in a little. Whoops! And we've got a soldier, citizen,
That's a good one.
human. This is a different human again.
Yep. With hey
And
hey.
another soldier, and with hey hey. We've got another rabbit.
With a treasure that we already have.
And another rabbit with a gate instigator.
Yeah, that one.
That's an offspring one. Stormcrow. Frog lizard. Okay, we don't want to meet that one, but it's a 3/3. Stormcrow with a bird. Beautiful.
Oh, I think that is an existing art piece for bird. Might
Could
not
be.
or it's just looking very similar
I'm
to
not
the
quite
bird
sure why
token.
we have a Phyrexian golem, because Phyrexia doesn't really play, and I've seen this one
Fairy,
before.
that's also, that's
Spirit,
a token
we've seen
that's-
this before.
Yeah, that's not a new art.
Fairy and goblin. Some of these don't necessarily... Thopter, that's definitely not something from this game.
No, I'm curious which one we really use.
Illusion.
Illusion is
And
nice,
goblin.
and the goblin.
Okay, so basically, but we've got rabbits.
Yeah.
That's okay, and then let's take a look. So some of these are specific to Bloomburrow, and some will be normal cards that may even be reprints. So here we've got the commander, Zinnia, Valley's Voice, 3 colors, 1/3, flying. Zinnia, Valley's Voice gets +X+0, where X is the number of other creatures you control with base power of 1.
That's nice.
Creature spells you cast have offspring 2. You may pay an additional 2 as you cast a creature spell. If you do, when that creature enters, create a 1/1 token copy of it.
Holy moly.
And then the alternate commander is Arthur Marigold Knight. He's a mouse knight. He's a little more expensive by 2. Haste. He's a 4/5. Whenever Arthur Marigold Knight and at least one other creature attack, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield tapped and attacking.
Wow.
Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Return that creature to its owner's hand at end of combat. So you gain an additional attacker and you get it also into your hand. So you can recast it. That's really good. Ooh, and I've got a Planeswalker.
Elspeth!
Elspeth Sun's Champion.
Okay, so I definitely need to order that one because I'm having an Elspeth and Ajani collection starting unplanned, but it's because I love white usually to play.
And this is like,
amazing.
it's a beautiful card.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful card.
White soldier creature, destroy. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to put these to the side, and then we're going to take a look at the actual deck. So, it's 100 cards in total, for those of you who don't know. And it's a singleton format, so basically every card can only be in this deck once. That's for your Ajani cat.
I have that card.
Cool. So basically we've got white cards,
At
of
least
course.
I think I have. I'm not sure.
Martial Coup, Storm of Souls, again. I mean, these are not necessarily Bloomburrow. So because you wouldn't have human spirits, but you have jacked rabbit. He's really jacked. Ravenous. This creature enters with X +1/+1. If X is 5 or more, draw a card when it enters. Okay. Murmuration. That's again for late game. Murmuration. Okay. Blade Splicer. Okay, here we come. Phyrexia. So that's where the Phyrexian token comes in.
So they're really mixing in Phyrexia with Bloomsbury.
Yeah, because
that's interesting.
Yeah,
choice.
because some of these cards, at some point these are more general cards and come from even other.
Yeah.
This one would look good in a white deck for Innistrad.
Yeah.
Loyal Warhound. It's a dog. Restoration Angel. Skyclave Apparition. Oh, again. We've seen this before, Dusk and Dawn. Mm-hmm. This is something where I really, I mean, I'm not the most visual person, but I hate these cards. And because, but again, this makes sense because this is where you first cast it, and then you can cast it again from your graveyard. So I do understand why this is the way, but I just who comes up with this? It's so difficult to read. Boss's Chauffeur, Angel of Ruins, Luminous Broodmoth, Sun Titan. Okay, so now we're entering Bloomburrow territory. Frog Wizard, Fortune Teller's Talent. That's new. You may look at the top card of your library anytime, okay? And then we've got, again, pull from... Okay. Kind of breaks the theme very much for me.
It does, it does.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, okay. Stolen by the Fae. Bident of Thassa. Curiosity Crafted, here we have at least a bird theme again. Devilish Valet. Siege Gang Commander, and here we've got now Bloomburrow, Echoing Assault, a Gate Instigator, Calamity of Cinders, Rose Room Treasurer, Combat Celebrant. That looks very much Amonchet with this. It looks very Egyptian, yeah.
So they're nice cards for my brain is already like, I can put that in this.
Yeah,
this,
me too.
This cards and
me
these,
too.
These go with Ravnica and oh.
Time Wipe, Rapid Augmenter, Solemn Simulacrum. That's Phyrexia. Helm of the Host, Glacial Fortress. So these are lands. Sulphur Falls, Cascade Bluffs, Exotic Orchard, that's definitely, again, Bloomburrow, Clifftop Retreat, Sheevan Reef. Here we, Spirit, oh, that's cute.
It's not Bloomburrow,
but it's cute. That's very Asian.
It's very Asian.
Yeah. Inspiring Overseer, Angel Cleric, Cutter Deal.
That is definitely Bloomburrow. You can see the different force of the...
Path to Exile, Illusory Ambusher, Rowdy Research, Plummeting, yeah, that's Plume Creed, that's a Bird Scout, yeah. Lizard.
That's definitely also...
Junk Winder, it's a Serpent kinda sorta. Etherize. Charter Course, definitely Bloomburrow. Tetsuko Umezawa. That's more Kamigawa.
Yeah, that's what, at least we have them, so we can add them there.
Yeah. Thopter Engineer, Cloud Blazer, Arcane Signet, that's the basic one. Borrow Signet, that's Ravnica.
Yeah, that's Ravnica.
Omnithopter of Paradise, yeah. Azorius, that's again Ravnica. Is it again? Circuit Mender, okay. Fell War Stone, Soul Ring. Mind Stone, Terramorphic Expanse, Path of Ancestry, Thriving Heath, Evolving Wilds, yeah, Thriving Island, these are all cards, Mystic Monastery, and here we've got the normal Bloomburrow cards.
There's a lot of land in there.
Yeah, it's 37,
yeah,
thereabouts.
It's always, so it annoys me a little bit that they are mixing things that don't go with a Bloomburrow theme.
I mean, it's always the case that they do mix. Okay.
So we just discussed offline a little bit that we fight a little bit with the choice of cards they put in the commander deck because it clashes with the Bloomburrow theme. I actually don't want to see any human-like creatures in this because at least so far what I've got from Bloomburrow, there are no humans.
Especially since it says here, visitors to the valley take the form of charming woodland creatures.
Yes, so it's a bit weird. So for me at least, I know my commander, I will pull them apart probably quite immediately because they're nice cards for my other decks, like the Kamigawa or Ravnica. They're quite nice ones there. But
and also the thing is that we were just saying, because this one was a tricolor, maybe they didn't have enough Bloomburrow cards to fill. So we'll see if it's different for the bi-colored ones.
Yeah.
So this is the rabbit.
This is the peace offering, the green, white, and blue one. And the main character is Mrs. Bumbleflower. She manages the city's most popular inn as well as its pot of never-ending stew. So I'm curious to see what will come out.
I expect 2 tokens.
This. So again, we have a box.
I'll put it together for you.
With this one. It should be quite...
How do you manage to do this in just one go?
You just have to push them.
Okay.
So I have tokens again. Let's see which ones we will really need of the tokens. I will not use the +1/+1, but we have... I'm not sure. We will see which one. So flying might be one. The magic one probably not. And I'm not sure if they are really useful or not. Here as well, I love the art. I might cut it out and glue it in somewhere. Then we have as well a piece of paper for her with Mrs. Bumbleflower. It's really, really cute.
And here's the more of the information.
So, Miss Bumbleflower inherited the inn from her mother, a retired pirate who founded the establishment as a safe place for animal folk to rest. To this day, Miss Bumbleflower is frequently visited by her mother's friends, who regale her with adventurous stories of the past and even help out around the inn. It's perhaps because of these burly and protective friends that Mrs. Foxglove has a hard time courting her. Not that Mrs. Bumbleflower realizes he is.
Okay, so she's got a secret admirer and she's just too busy to find out.
And here we have an old art of her with tips on how to play the deck and the commander rules and normal ones. And the art on, we stay with
Bloomburrow. I keep calling it Bloomsbury.
Yeah, I don't. It's just rolls better. So we also have like the little extra pack we will do first. If it lets. I should have 2 cards in there then as well, I think.
And probably some. Yeah, you get
the discount. Adios.
Ooh, nice.
So we have a little Starfall incantation, a white one. And I have the Sinister Monolith in foil, which is a nice one. Although we've seen that, but it's a nice card.
And the other one is full art, old art. Okay.
And then now I have the same struggle as you to where the hell do I open you? Not here. Why can't they make it more easy? Nope, there's nothing here.
Yeah, go for the top.
If not, this video would be forever of staring at plastic wrapping. So, and I will do the same thing. Let's get the tokens out first. So we have a rabbit token, and on the other side a poison counter. Interesting. We know this art, but it's still beautiful.
Cat.
It's a cat.
Beautiful cat.
On the other side an elemental. Holy moly.
I
haven't seen a shark yet. That's nice for my blue deck. And an elemental, another shark, and a bird.
That's a Bloomsburrow bird.
And
we've seen the fish before.
We've seen that with
and another
the bird. Fish.
Rabbit, cat.
We have the kitten again with the treasures. We have a big octopus.
Rabbit.
With the rabbit. We have a squid. With a steel bird champion. That's a nice soldier. And then we have another squid and an elephant at the back. So some of the token art definitely we know. If it's not Bloomsburrow. I don't know why I mixed
I don't know either. Oh, these are actually made in Belgium.
Shouldn't all of them be made in Belgium?
Yeah, I'm just saying. It's I always forget that they don't make them in China.
So then go with the commander cards first. Let's see. I think this way. Yeah. Let's do it like this and put it a little bit in the middle. So Mrs. Bumbleflower.
Oh, she's got vigilance.
She's a legendary, obviously. 1/5 vigilance. Whenever you cast a spell, target opponent draws a card. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It gains flying until end of turn. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, you draw 2 cards.
Okay, whenever you cast a spell, target opponent draws 1 card. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It gains flying. And then if you cast a second spell, you get to draw 2 cards, but put in the +1/+1, and I still get to draw a card. Okay.
Then we have
Mr.
Foxglove, her admirer.
Yes. And he's got lifelink.
He's a rogue, lifelink. Whenever Mr. Foxglove attacks, draw cards equal to the number of cards in defending player's hand minus the number of cards in your hand.
Okay.
If you didn't draw cards this way, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. Okay, then it makes sense. If not,
And then you don't pay the mana cost. That's interesting if you have really expensive cards.
And then we have Tamio.
That's
the planes. Yeah, that's what we talked about.
And her name's not Tayo. Her name's Tamio. I apologize. And she's from Kamigawa. Yeah. So you've got the Planeswalker.
She's a little rabbit. I love these ones.
And in foil.
I'm not sure it's worth the whole box just for these 3, but they're nice. Bloomburrow in here, I think, as well. So we have. I'm just curious. I'll make 2 piles. One that clearly have Bloomburrow.
That's a good idea.
Because I'm just curious. Lauren of the Third Path. Then we have Steelbird Champion, definitely Bloomburrow. We have the Tempt with the Bunnies. I love this card so much. Tempting offer, draw a card and create a 1/1 white rabbit creature token. Then each opponent may draw a card and create a 1/1 white rabbit creature token. For each opponent who does, you draw a card and you create... Oh god, so you're gonna... the whole map is flooded with rabbits. Yeah. Then we have a Purge Protection, that is definitely Bloomburrow as well. It's an instant. Then we have, that is not Bloomburrow, I'm sorry, I have to say. Flying Crocodile is not.
It's a dragon.
Yeah. It looks like
a flying crocodile. It's a very plump dragon. This one needs to go on a diet.
Then we have Promise of Loyalty. Then we have the Hoof Prints of a Stag.
Could be either. Kindred Enchantment.
Create an elemental. I will put it in non-one because I'm not sure. You're right. This could go in either one because you create an elemental.
Remove 4 hoofprint creature. Whenever you draw a card, you may put a hoofprint counter on hoofprints of the stag. Okay, understood. For 2 and 1 white, remove 4 hoofprint counters from hoofprints of the stag. Create a 4/4 white elemental creature token with flying. Activate only during... Okay, nice. But what is the Kindred enchantment? I mean, Kindred doesn't even appear in the text then.
I'm not sure what I mean with that. Then we have
Mangara the Diplomat.
They're nice cards, not for this. Again, design-wise, I've seen a lot of these cards, and I get this should be a book page, 2 pages. I hate the design.
And I really didn't get this whole book thing until she told me, oh, this is what it's about. It's about books. I was like, what?
We have a Sphinx, so maybe one for you if you want to build a Sphinx. Then we have the Forgotten Ancient, an elemental. Then we have definitely Bloomburrow again. Bloodroot
Apothecary. It's a weird word, apothecary, yeah.
But that's a nice card.
Toxic 2.
That's why we have the poison thingy probably. Yeah, 2 poison counters.
That's definitely Bloomburrow. Communal Brewing.
That's a cute card. I honestly suspect the Hydra is not Bloomburrow.
No.
Then we have, that looks like
Rishka
an elf.
Kima Renegade. Okay, it's a legendary creature, no less.
Right, it's a Flourishing enchantment. Then we definitely have Tempt with Discovery. So there are a lot of new cards we haven't seen for Bloomburrow. We have another Hydra. An Elder, Faber, Treefolk Druid. That's definitely for that might go in my Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
A Simic Ascendancy.
Simic is
Isn't it Ravnica?
I think so. Yeah, that's green. That's green Ravnica. Yeah.
Then we have
Girapur Orrery.
Definitely, we have. That's definitely nothing for.
That's Phyrex, yeah.
So the land I'll put aside, but the mixed lands are mostly these ones. You could discuss to put it in a Bloomburrow if you want, because they're quite. At least this one would be just animals, and it's cranes as far as I know. But then you have all the next ones. I would just put them in here. I might put that one here because it at least makes sense.
Hinterland Harbor, kinda sorta. That could be.
That could be at least. That doesn't feel Bloomburrow. That might be Bloomburrow.
Definitely Bloomburrow.
That is definitely Bloomburrow.
Skycloud Expanse. Yeah.
Excuse the S I mix in. That could go. There's Definitely that feels more human. Prestige could go maybe here. The brushland is again more human.
Temple of Mystery, no, because they don't have a temple.
Coast. Overflowing basin. With the land I will need to see. So Sungrass Prairie, I could really imagine being in them. The Sun Petal Grove.
This is Tris Skydecker file. Yeah. This is from Innistrad.
So, then we
Chasm
have this.
Skulker, definitely
not.
Octomancer, yes.
That is Bloomburrow.
Absolutely.
The Toad. The Offering is definitely not. Illusion's Gambit is not. As much as I love Body of Knowledge art-wise, it's definitely not Bloomburrow. Bloomburrow.
Bloomburrow.
I will always say it the wrong way, I'm quite sure. Then
okay, so this is interesting, but this is more. This is Ixalan.
It's a wild.
It looks Ixalan. Yeah.
It's a wild mixed roll.
Yeah.
It's a
this one definitely
really
Fish's
nice card.
Talent.
Fish's Talent. We haven't seen Fish's Talent yet. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal it if it's a land card. Create a 1/1 blue fish creature token. If you reveal the Swain and draw a card. Level 2. If you would create a fish token, create a 3/3 blue shark creature. That's why the shark token. Level 3. If you would create a shark token, create an 8/8 octopus. Oh boy. I love this one for my decks.
Selvala Explorer returned.
Parlay. Each player reveals top cards of the library.
It's also a potential.
Yeah, it's just not that strong.
No, but yes. It's, again, she would be.
There we have a nice one. That could be a commander. Queen.
Itinerant Meddler.
Rabbit Wizard. Then we have a jewel. That is definitely not. Temple of Plenty is also not. We have a generous gift. That is definitely. Destroy target permanent. Its controllers create a 3/3 elephant token. Then
that's where this elephant comes from.
Sword of Plowshares.
Swords to Plow. Apparently, this is a really old card. Swords to Plowshares has been around since before forever, but this is a new imagined version, and it's beautiful.
Secret Rendezvous. Then we have Baird. Sword Archive.
Yeah, that's Theros.
An offer you can't refuse.
That's Carpenia, possibly with them.
Then we have the Wizard class. That's definitely again here. You have no maximum hand size.
I don't like this card. You don't get to play this. No.
When this class becomes level 2, draw 2 cards. Whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature you control.
No, this card is forbidden. It's banned.
I love it. This I highly suspect is definitely Bloomburrow.
And the next one as well.
Look at the tiny body. Oh my heart. Search a library for plains, island, swamp, or mountain guard. Put it on the battlefield and then shuffle. Broken Wings. Yeah, that's definitely.
That's actually not. That's not, that is, I've got this card from a different set. It's old, but it fits completely.
Yeah, because it's an owl. Yeah. So with these ones I'm fine that they add them, because style-wise it fits the same. I'm not sure if this frog is really part of Bloomburrow.
Probably not, but it's a cute frog.
It's a frog, that makes sense. So, Wear Down we already know. Peerless Recycling we know. You are definitely, the Coiling Oracle is not part of this. The Riot Control is not part of this. This one is for sure. Martial Impetus. Enchant creature.
Gets +1/+1 and is goaded. It attacks each combat if able and attacks a player other than you if able. So that's like...
Jolly Goebbels.
Hamster Citizen.
Whenever you gift a gift, draw a card. That's the wholesome part of Bloomburrow. I'm trying to delete S of my brain. So, Long River Spool. It's a frog. It goes in there. I'm fine with that. Thought Vessel. Honestly, looks too weird for me to go to Bloom.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel right.
Definitely.
That's a bat. Definitely, yes. That is Swift Boots. I love Swift Boots. This is a human running, so no. Fellow Stone, no. Soul Ring, honestly.
Well, Soul Ring is a staple for every commander deck.
It could go here, I have to say.
Mind
Stone,
nope.
Definitely no. Thriving, that's beautiful enough. It can go here. Honestly, I can even go along with this being here, although they don't have an island. Evolving Wilds.
Thriving Grove, definitely.
Thriving Grove. Terramorphic egg. That doesn't feel like...
No, Command Tower either. That's weird. Although one could say
Deep
that this
in
is
the Forest of the Valley. There's an ancient Batfall tower.
Okay.
So this one I would say yes.
No.
This is no.
No.
The Citadel definitely
And
no.
those are
and
plains
these are the
and
normal land cards.
So here we've
it's
got
like
50-50.
It's like 50-50 plus the. So you get like 50 cards that are really either Bloomburrow or close to them, and a lot of other cards. So I think for someone who only wants to play Bloomburrow, it would be quite disappointing.
I would agree.
Because I've seen a lot of people now thinking about starting Magic because they've seen this, how cute it is. And honestly, I would be very disappointed that half the cards are not cute, to be honest. So
and also they break the theme. I mean, even like, because some of the Bloomburrow stuff isn't necessarily cute because you've got the enemy cards coming in. But this just breaks the theme. Yeah. I mean, why would you have this
because
one?
Because these one I will not sleeve. They will be sleeved black for sure. They will go.
I mean, you know, this is really nice and thematic, Secret Rendezvous, but it's 2 humans.
Yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense. No. Or here, Joel Rael, one whatever recluse. It just doesn't fit. Perplexing test maybe because there is this owl, but it's kind of a stretch.
Yeah, because there's still human in there, or human-like.
And this one,
an elf or
I mean,
whatever.
for me, this is the issue because this is one of the.
That's an Innistrad one.
That's an Innistrad one. Yeah. I mean, I get it with the lands because they have to have bi-colored lands, and they just took what was there.
But honestly, does it break the bank to do an art?
No.
Or use one of the multiple art ones to print a multicolored one for Bloomburrow.
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 Yeah, I am in complete agreement with you. It does break. I mean, even the Sphinx. I mean, what is the Sphinx going to do there? I mean, no. It does break the theme.
Yeah.
Greatly.
Yeah.
For me.
So I'm curious to see how the mix is with the 2-colored one, I have to say.
And we may be running out of batteries, guys, but never mind that. We will give you a verdict. Pull. Come on. Because I would be curious because we have like even out of the basic set that we got, the 9, we've got over 90 cards, and considering that there are some doubles in there, I believe you could probably boost a commander deck with it.
Yes, I think so too.
So, okay. I'm not even going to try, I'm just going to go straight to the meat. And we're going to see what we get in here.
Okay, so I'm going to use it.
But I mean, you got the Farsi. This is a card that I'm going to get as a single because it's got this cute little bunny kid looking out the window, far-seeking. This is a cute card.
Yep.
And I want it. Okay, so we've got Lunar Convocation. We've seen this before. This was the kind of like the eerie one, but this time in full art. And Wix Patrol, that's the one, that's the rat on the
creepy crawly.
Yeah, on the creepy crawly, exactly. There's more where that came from, yep. Okay, so we are looking at the raccoon population in this case, and our commander is, or the main commander is called Bellow, Bard of the Brambles. So he's a bard. The Ringtail Bard, the Trinket Master, and most recently the Omen Trotter. These are just a small sample of the monikers Bellow has earned over the course of his journeys. He's travelled all corners of Bloomburrow and now beyond, collecting trinkets, braving the elements, and delighting in foreign cuisines. I was going to say cruises. Cuisines. So he likes eating. Bellow has gained wisdom and confidence from his many harrowing adventures, but he won't deny that unfamiliar worlds present a whole new level of danger. Thankfully, he scrapes by with his quick wit and silver tongue, often pilfering a souvenir in the process. Thran artifacts unearthed on Dominaria, crystals mined from the wilds of Ikoria, or filigree gears of Gira Pure Construct, to name a few. His crowning achievement, he'll add with a grin is a hedron plucked from the highest point of the Akum Skyclave. Okay, that's how they basically explain away why they have such weird cards in there. Though adventure will always be a lure to Bello, he adores his home plane and often returns to Spint. Oh, he's a planeswalker. He goes to other planes.
That looks like it, yeah.
Okay, his elemental magic brings the world around him to life, animating stories using his collection. Every artifact has spirit. Okay, he'll say in his magic, the only thing that eclipses the amount he's collected is the amount that he's lost. If ever an odd trinket is discovered in a bizarre out-of-place location, it's like that Bello accidentally left it there. He's a messy, but then again, he's cute.
He is cute.
He's very cute. So we're going to put this to the side and we're going to open the deck. So we're going to start with the... I'm going to just start at the top.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah. And I see people taking knives to these and opening them and not damaging the cards. And I always wonder, how do they do that? Okay, so... quick look at the token. Oh, I've got a cat token. Woohoo! So, treasure, beast, treasure, prosperous bandit, treasure, saproling, treasure, saproling, treasure, saproling, hamster. That's a very cute saproling. Cat, beast. Cat, beast, hamster, beast, hamster, city's blessing. Once you've ascended to the highest temple of Orazga, the power of the immortal sun is yours to wield forever. Okay, I don't get this. This doesn't fit the theme at all. But hey, here we are. This is Bello, Bard of the Brambles. During your turn, each non-equipment artifact and non-aura enchantment you control with mana value 4 or greater is a 4/4 elemental creature. Was? In addition to its other types, and has indestructible haste, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card.
What the heck is that?
Okay.
I don't
think I'm going to play this one because it's complicated. Okay. During your turn, each non-equipment artifact and non-aura enchantment you control with mana value 4 or greater is a 4/4 elemental creature. In addition to its other types, and has indestructible haste, and whenever this creature... So basically, if I want to, I can use... Yes. Non-creature of this type. Then we've got Wild Seer, Scouring Moor, Elemental Wolf, Trample. Enchantment spells you cast from your hand have Cascade. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell from your hand, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card that costs less. You may cast it without paying its mana cost. Put the exiled cards on the bottom in a random order. You always have to do it.
It sounds like it.
Then I want to remove this card from my deck because this means you're just basically losing cards left, right, and center.
From your hand have Cascade.
Whenever you cast an enchantment spell from your hand, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card that costs less.
Well, you must be very desperate to play this.
Yeah, so this is a card I would remove from my deck to begin with because I would never play it.
Yeah,
and now we've got another Domri, Anarch of Bolas. That's my planeswalker. That's the
Domri, yeah.
That's the porcupine that we saw. So this is actually this is the these are the planeswalkers.
It looks like it, yeah.
Okay, so I've got another planeswalker super because we are planning on building planeswalker decks. So the more planeswalkers, the better. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to have everything that is Bloomburrow, and everything that isn't. So this is the Etali Primal Storm, definitely not Bloomburrow, and we have run out of thing. Ja, ist egal, aber...
Möchtest du Pause machen? Das ist die Frage, wie schnell es lädt.
Okay, so we are going to continue with this one here. Animated army. Bloomburrow. Animated always means, you know, bringing back from the dead. Okay, so basically we've got Domri. I guess that this is set. It's always Domri in this deck, probably.
I'm quite sure it's always.
So we've got one planeswalker.
An art piece that wants to join.
Wild Seer, Scouring Moor. a card I would actually remove from the game because I dislike the fact that it makes you discard cards.
Oh, that's a nice one.
And that's the Planeswalker that, the Commander, really good one. What we're now going to do as well is we are going to divide the cards between definitely Bloomburrow and definitely not Bloomburrow, because we want to see how many there are in that deck. And the one that I had earlier, we had very few really Bloomburrow. So here we go. Italy, Primal Storm, definitely not Bloomburrow.
Nope.
This one, I think so. Yes, definitely. Elemental Bird.
Fits.
That's one of the enemies. Alchemist's Talent.
Yep.
Yup. No. That's Tarkir.
No.
Again, no.
Nope. Big dragons.
Reign of Riches. Well, not really, because there's small people. Chaos Warp. Yes.
That's a nice one. We haven't seen that.
No. Sunbird's Invocation. We haven't seen that one either, but it's definitely fitting.
Yeah.
Starstorm. No, because there's, and again, like, very nice, that would fit into our Eastern Europe, into our East Asian cube, but it's not Bloomburrow. Warstorm Surge. Here we've got a mole, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Lotus Cobra.
Let's say yes.
Mm-hmm. And here we were talking about how there are so many other cards that have animals on them. This one is definitely not Bloomburrow, but it works. It's an elemental bear.
Yeah, it definitely
and it's like
works.
this sporeback wolf from Innistrad, which would totally go in there as well. Bright Cap Badger.
Definitely. Although it's...
We ignore the fact that it looks terrible. Instant Adventure, Fungus Frolic. Okay, so basically you pay this, and then you have to pay this if you want to do this. Okay. Do you do this consecutively, so you can only pay this, and then you get the 3/4? And if you want this, you have to pay 2 and green extra. Probably. Create 2 Instant Adventure. Saproling creature tokens. Then exile this card. You may cast the creature later from exile.
So basically, if you play this, you have the Bright Cap Badger with 3/4.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have them out, either, I'm not sure, probably on the same round or next round, you can do instant, pay the 3 and create the fungus.
But each fungus in Saproling you control has, at the beginning of your end, but only if this one is out. But if you have to exile him, or does this work from exile? This is weird. So you basically do this.
Then exile this card. You may cast a creature later from exile.
And once you've cast it from exile, then this will come into play because you've got these Saproling creatures, unless you create them in a different manner.
It's weird, I have to say.
Also, I don't like the way this is.
No.
It's not clear how. Yeah. Again, structure. Definitely Bloomburrow. Definitely Bloomburrow.
Oh, the thickest of the thick. They're training.
Galtal, Primal Hunger looks like Ishalan to me. Essika's Chariot. That is not Bloomburrow, but it works.
With the cat. Oh, look at the kitten.
And here we were talking about how you could take something from Innistrad if you really wanted to. It doesn't work because of the houses, but at least it's got like the animal theme. Because this unnatural growth is from Innistrad. Greater Good.
No.
Kodama of the East Tree. That is Kamigawa.
Yeah, that doesn't...
Yeah. Or Kodama, actually. Grothama, All Devouring. No.
They're nice cards, generally.
Rampaging
but not
Ballots.
for this.
No. Bootlegger's Stash. Again, no. Primeval Bounty.
Yeah,
it works.
Say that works.
Gilded Lotus,
that
yes.
works, definitely.
Spine of Ish. What is this? It's a...
It looks like a dragon tail.
Yeah. It possibly. Or also a mountain, something like that.
Maybe not. Not
Temple
really,
of Abandon, definitely not.
That might work, it's just country.
Yeah. Definitely the Exotic Orchard.
Yes.
Shelter Thicket, I guess. Definitely.
The little bander, Prosperous Down.
Game Trail? No, because there is bear traps. Raging Ravine.
Not really. Maybe,
Copperline Gorge.
no.
Mossfire Valley. There is human-made structures. Cinderglade, no. Rootbound Crag, definitely.
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah, because they could live up there. Mosswort Bridge. Yeah.
I would say that works.
Blasphemous Act, definitely, because that's Mabel. Clannoir Loam Speaker, no. Tender Shoot Dryad, no.
I thought they're really nice cards.
Gore Claw Terror of Qual Isma.
Sadly, no. He's a bear, but fighting
But
humans.
there's a human. Path of Discovery, again, no. Decimate, no. Rolling Hand Sphere. Yes.
Wow.
Teapot Slinger, absolutely.
Yes.
Explore.
Also, absolutely. You have the Farseek as well.
This is the cutest, bestest card ever. I mean, just look at this teeny tiny bunny in there. Cultivate, yes.
No.
No, it's a goblin.
That's a goblin.
Although it's a cute goblin.
Then he could be a nice
commander. Each other non-human creature you control enters within a... Yeah, that's a very good commander. Wandertail Mentor.
Definitely.
Yes.
Bloomburrow.
The Thought Vessel, you've got this too.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It's,
Arcane Signet, yes.
I would put it yes.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Although,
this also would work in an ancient deck. It's
yeah, that
really
is
beautiful.
that reminds me of this one image you showed me of Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima,
Yeah. Big score, no, because it's a woman bathing in a human woman bathing in money. A braid, no.
Not really.
Rampant growth,
That
yeah.
works.
Sakura Tribe Elder. It's a snake, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it works.
Beast Within, no.
No.
Gadok's
No.
Pack Leader, no. Harmonize, yes, because that's a fish, a frog. Garruk's Uprising. Garruk is actually the Planeswalker. No, Garruk is the one you have.
That might be, yeah, I've got
Yeah. So, okay.
But still,
No. Gruul is
that's
Ravnica.
Yeah. Yes.
Burnished.
I would say yes, just because it's too adorable. It doesn't really, but still, yes.
Hedron, no. Fell Warstone, no. Thran Dynamo, no.
Sol Ring Reset is neutral enough, yes.
Mindstone, no. Talisman of Impulse, no. And the rest is lands, isn't it?
Let's see.
Yeah. Path of Ancestry, Gruul Turf, that's Ravnica. Evolving Wilds,
That works.
Forgotten no. Tranquil Thicket, yes.
Yeah, that would work.
Command
That
Tower,
works,
yes. Reliquary Tower, no.
Really.
And
then
those are
that's
just
the
basically lands, yeah. So they're quite beautiful.
Yeah, they're nice.
They're nice, yeah.
They're not as nice, but as the special one, but they're nice ones.
And so here we are at
You
50-50.
have again like a 50-50. So
this split is better.
They have good cards in there, but not for a Bloomburrow.
No, here I have more Bloomburrow cards than I had in the triple one.
Yeah.
So, okay. So now let's take a look at yours.
Then let's see. I already unpacked it just to save time, but I'm opening the last one that you can get. The Scrolled Away. It's a black and green one with a squirrel, surprise. And basically what you get is the usual thing. So the box with the art, some tokens, and we have in there the little sheet.
She's not the one who's getting married.
Hazel.
Oh no, that's the rabbit who has a secret fedora.
So
Cash Master Hazel's name.
Cash Master Hazel's name is one spoken only in whispers amongst the populace of Bloomburrow, a threat to lord over the heads of misbehaving children. She's the enigmatic leader of the Belladonna, a resistance faction both vicious and covert in their bid to reclaim the world for nature.
Okay.
Once a mere cash worker for a humble farming commune, Hazel grew enraged by her community's unsustainable practices and mistreatment of nature, and swore to change them. She gained infamy through rousing speeches and powerful druid magic, eventually seizing control of her commune after its old leader mysteriously passed, Though the cause of his death is yet unknown, some say it looked frighteningly similar to nightshade poisoning. Hazel is seldom seen nowadays, preferring to cloak herself in a shroud of mystique. When she does emerge, extraordinary feats of magic are sure to follow. She still closely monitors the food caches of her commune. her magic's bringing forth a feast's bounty with little concern for those in its way. She once even bridled the calamity beast of spring and used its extraordinary magic to entomb an entire village under a grove of berry bushes as tall as trees. Haughty and stern, Hazel is known for a hair-trigger temper and cold-burning anger, but those who know her well say she's a secret softie. Not mention a fantastic boss. And on the back we have the old art, which is really nice, I have to say. And then just the ideas on what to do with her. So she's black and green.
No, black. Is it black and green? Black and red?
Black and red.
Is it black and green?
Let me see. Black and green.
Okay.
Black and green.
That's an interesting combo.
So, and as usual, we also have a little pack. I already opened it, not to go mad by opening it. That one. And we have a little Miss Breath Elder. Frog Warrior. Old art, definitely. And a
Bushy
Bodyguard in foil.
Wonderful.
That's nice ones, definitely to have.
So just in case you didn't realize, we really like those collector boosters. They are awesome.
And then we have the Commander, which is her. Hazel of the Root Bloom, which is beautiful. She's foiled. I think she's a good...
Pay 2 life, tap X, untap tokens you control, add X mana in any combination of colors. At the beginning of your end step, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. If that token is a squirrel, you're gonna flood.
Yeah, with an army. So you can see the army of squirrels and mouse in the back.
Yeah.
And then we have the odd acorn gang to join her, which I really adore. And they have Menace, Trample and Reach. And squirrels get bonuses through this. So honestly, this and you can draw cards when squirrels do. So it's a good combination. And as a planeswalker, I'm getting Garruk, Cursed Huntsman. Which is also a really good one. So I'm quite happy with these. So we have that, and then we have just the usual that we don't need. And then let's see. So
are we gonna do the Bloomburrow themed, non-Bloomburrow
yeah, I will do
themed?
as well, because I will split them up in my pile anyhow directly. So token wise, squirrel definitely.
Yeah.
Treasure, squirrel, treasure, squirrel, food works. Eldrazi, I still will never clue, but with a frog that might be good. A pest, I've never seen that token, I like that. Shapeshifter.
Well, this is actually something we have in the deck we had in the booster.
Now we have a spider.
Okay, and blood.
With blood.
Blood.
What?
Okay, whatever.
A human soldier, I don't want to see any human soldier, honestly, in a Bloomburrow deck.
That's not a nice wolf token. There are so many wolf tokens we got out of Innistrad that are really beautiful. This one looks...
Yeah, but here you need Garruk in your deck, see? Because you get bonuses on them. So we have a rat that also reminds me more of Innistrad, I have to say, but the raccoon is good. Raccoon, and we have a good goat that stole a shoe.
And... Oh, this is the wolf.
Yeah,
okay, so the other one is related to Garruk.
So token
So Garruk
wise,
may be a wolf after all and not a wolverine.
It might be, yeah. So, and then we have cards. And the first one is already definitely not. Chittering Witch.
She would be good in Innistrad.
Yeah, she works there very well. Human Warlock.
Do you know who she is? She is Morganta. Because she was also chittering.
Yeah, it works. Then definitely Red Berserker is...
Moonstone Eulogist,
he's a
Bat Warlock, yeah, definitely.
So I would say yes, that is definitely Massacre. We have the Brewmaster. I honestly say no to this one.
Yeah, that's
Sword Half, yes. The Ogre Slumlord, no. Decree of Pain, no. Gaumont Talent, yes. Cursed Apprenticeship.
Yes.
Scurry of Scrolls, yes. We have boars, so I would say yes.
We have those.
Even though there are humans flying around, but I will go with it.
There are? Oh yeah.
It looks a little bit like it. There we have, I would say no. Arasta is a no. She is a no.
Yeah.
He's a yes.
Tusky Bear of Secrets, Squirrel.
Beastmaster Ascension. I would say yes.
Yeah, not a single human. Yeah.
That is the second half. That is a human. We have a shamanic revelation.
Is this a mole?
That is a human.
Are you sure? Because it looks like a mole to me.
I think it's. We're unsure. This might be, because in the back are animals for sure.
Yeah, but it's also got a long snout like the mole. It could be a mole.
It doesn't have a snout. It has a normal tiny nose and a mouth. It's a human, I'm quite sure.
Okay, my eyes are getting old.
Chatterfang, definitely yes. Definitely no. That's Ixalan again.
Ixalan, yeah.
No, for sure. Maskwood Nexus. I think, it's
a plant.
Yeah, but you create shapeshifter.
Yeah, but we had a shapeshifter.
Yeah,
I had a
okay,
shapeshifter in mind.
That's a robot. I don't want to have robots. That's human. That's human. The snarl, that might work. Humans in there.
Yeah.
Holy, that is creepy as hell. What animals?
And it's also a black deck, so yeah, it makes sense.
Exotic oak yard. Yes, it's a beautiful card, but no. I think
it works.
Works
as well.
There are humans in there.
Are there? Where?
Under the right tree for me.
Oh, you mean
like
the skeletons?
Yeah, the skeletons are.
There are
this
no
one
humans.
Is fine.
No
this
humans.
One is fine. This is a gilded goose, a golden goose with golden eggs. So yes.
Chitter spitter.
Maelstrom Pulse. As much as I love this card,
That's Nick Bolas. That's the
The Elder Dragon. There isn't.
No.
For me, it doesn't fit at least.
Even if he's called Witherbloom.
Yeah.
Even just the word
Oblivion.
bloom in there doesn't make it any better.
The Sword of Squeak. Yes.
Yes. This is Innistrad.
Yeah, that's
this is Innistrad. Yeah.
That would work for Innistrad, I think, as well. There we have an elf.
This is Innistrad. These are all. They could all go into Innistrad.
A lot of them go to Innistrad. This one as well. We have the Cash Grab. I love this art. We have Chat Storm. Moldervine, Poison Tip, the Ravenous Growl.
What is it eating? Is it eating a snake?
No, a worm.
And there's a human hand. I'm just saying.
But it's a worm. I can at least.
Okay.
This is a spider crab. This is okay as well.
And it's also terrifying. This is from Call Time. That's one of the sagas.
This is no.
Yeah, no.
This is no.
Golgari, that's Ravnica. Why would they put a Norse saga in here?
This is Ixalan. It doesn't say. It even says Ixalan on it.
Haunted Maya, no. This is Babalu Saga's house.
Yeah. So no. Yes, that is secure. Although it doesn't. It comes from another set. I know that because I'm quite sure I've seen that card. Nope. I can go with it. Definitely yes. No. I can go with it. It's a wolf.
And it's actually a really lovely...
Yeah, I'm not sure it belongs.
No, it doesn't,
but it works. It works. We have that one. It works.
Golgari is Ravnica.
That doesn't work.
Sorry,
we said that is fine. No. Then we have the usual lands here. This works. That works for me. This works for me as well.
And then we
this
have the
works. That's a normal land. So yes. So I'm here the same. So if you go for a commander, I would point out maybe take a 2-colored one and not a 3-colored one. At least you have a better chance, or you have a better number of getting Bloomburrow instead of others.
I agree.
Don't get me wrong, in the non-Bloomburrow cards, there are good cards in here. If you have cards in that direction anyhow, if you start with Bloomburrow, you might be disappointed because you have no real use of them. I'm sure they work together, but it gives you a weird feel, I have to say. If next to a raccoon and a rabbit you play a robot or an elf and humans, and honestly, worst case you play a deck that's mostly non-Bloomburrow because most of the cards are not. So yeah, it's tricky, but the Bloomburrow cards are lovely, and I have to say they have good cards in here, so I can use them for sure, but I will not put them in my Bloomburrow card pile. I will build a new commander deck.
Yeah, this one is actually also Liliana Vestas is also
Yeah.
Innistrad. I mean, this is what I really don't get because we just opened the bundle and there are so many hundreds of cards in there, and you would be able to build singleton decks out of these without resorting to. I mean, why would you put in a Phyrexian? The idea with Bloomburrow was they wanted to go cute. They even removed the term battlefield, as far as I recall. I heard one of the guys from Magic say we are going to call it field to kind of get away from this, you know. And then you put in Phyrexian art, which clashes so much with the theme. So I mean, like we were saying offline just now, it would be interesting to see what the starter kit is like. If this is just 60 and 60 Bloomburrow cards, but then again, of course, you can double up in starter kits. You can have up to 4.
Yeah, we need to see if we can get a video.
And see an unboxing if somebody unboxes it. But even so, there should be more than enough cards in the Bloomburrow set. Mythics, rares, commons, uncommons to build 2. Well, then don't make 4 commander decks. Make 2. You know, red and black, green and white, or whatever.
Yeah.
It should work, and this is what I don't get, because we were talking about our experience with previous commander decks from other expansions, and they always are on theme. Even if it's maybe a reprint of another card, it fits the theme. Here we have this clash of themes, which I find jarring. It's really jarring.
Yeah.
So this was the unboxing of our Bloomburrow haul. I have a feeling that we may be looking at an unboxing of a collector booster set.
Yes.
Because we really fell in love with them.
Yeah.
And we fell in love, I mean, I have to say I fell in love with the set overall.
Yes.
It's really
the
beautiful.
The Bloomburrow set is really nice. And you have a few new things in there that I haven't seen in other decks. So
absolutely.
New mechanics. So I'm really curious to play that and see how it goes.
And again, I like the fact that the art style is so varied.
Yes.
Between like Beatrix Potter to kind of like more modern. And and it's just a lot of these cards are really wholesome, and a lot of these cards are simply funny. I mean, there is a lot of whimsy in there.
Whimsy, cute. Not all of them cute.
Not
don't
all
get
of
me
them
wrong.
cute, yeah.
It would be weird if the black and red ones, some of them are more fierce, but they're still beautiful and they fit this theme very well.
Yeah. So overall, we are happy, but I'm really not sure if I would recommend the commander decks to somebody who's starting out with Bloomburrow. Probably not.
No,
I would say try and get the starter kits and then get a bundle. I would really recommend the bundle because the bundle is good value for money.
Good value for money, I have to say.
Okay, then that's it from the 4 hands. Talk to you soon.
Bye.